That's my fault, man. I put it
That's
on
okay.
the road by accident.
That's okay. I was thinking, I'm not going to go there, but I'll find another spot here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Patrick, I presume?
Yep.
My name is Biniam Patrick.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Was it productive visit here to the mall?
Yeah, I was killing some time, really.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't fly until tonight, so
Oh,
I
not
need
so
to
bad.
kill some time. That's why we got to go to the hotel first.
Gotcha.
Get my stuff
gotcha.
and we'll head on out.
Sounds good. I'm on your schedule. It's nice to have that problem when you have time to kill instead of like behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Newfoundland.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Are you coming out here because you're like, you've heard so much about the West and you needed to explore it?
No, I came
Or-
out for work.
Oh, you came out here for work.
Yeah.
Not as exciting then.
Yeah. It was good.
It was good.
It was a free trip, so
What do you do for work?
I work with Shell,
Okay.
so we had some meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some training.
Yeah.
So it was all
Okay.
paid for. So I
You had to come and you had to oblige them and you're like,
Yep.
if I must. On their dime, of course. How often do you go traveling for work?
once a year, maybe
a year.
twice a year, depends.
So it's kind of fun when you do it.
Yeah.
Because I do meet individuals who, they do it like almost every week.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, and they do it every week in the sense that like they just don't get. That's tough.
Yeah, I like
That's
the
tough.
home time.
Yeah.
I don't mind going for a week here and a week there, but
When we were young, it was kind of cool, or thought it seemed cool to
yeah,
have that kind of lifestyle. But
yeah.
now that we're
I
like,
know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I like to do my stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't mind giving it up for a couple days here and there.
Right. Biggest contrast between the East and the West in your experience?
I mean, we're in like 5,000 person town. So, right?
Okay.
I do personally like the cities more
Yeah.
because it's, you can do more. There's
Absolutely.
it's
More options.
yeah. But I don't know. Really, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's more fast paced, definitely.
Here.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, people from Toronto and Vancouver would say this is slower pace than what they're used to.
Oh my God, yes. Like
Oh, you've been there too.
oh, man, in Toronto, it's
Hopping.
it's going
Okay.
all the time, right?
Yeah. I've only heard about this and I've yet to experience it, but nonetheless, okay.
Toronto's. If you're gonna go,
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Montreal's really good too.
I've heard.
Montreal is very,
I've heard it's beautiful.
yeah.
So then I wonder what the comparison would be between like your province and Saskatchewan, which is also super slow pace, like farming life and
Yes, but it's still, some of the spots are still bigger.
Okay.
Like our biggest city in Newfoundland is 100,000 people.
oh wow.
Now, in around the area,
Yeah.
there's about maybe 250,000.
Okay.
But like that's our biggest. Like our second biggest town is 10,000 people.
Okay.
So
That's crazy. Okay.
yeah,
And it's a dynamic where most people know most people there.
yeah. It's a lot. Like if you're in the like now, the island is massive.
Yeah.
From one end to the other, it's 8 hours.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So our capital is St. John's. Is on like the furthest point in Canada.
Yeah.
That's where they are. And so we're 8 hours the other way across the island.
Okay. Gotcha. And is your capital also the largest city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, here in Alberta, our capital is in Edmonton.
Yep.
But we're larger than
Yes.
Edmonton, which
Yeah.
is kind of a weird.
The same thing in Ontario. We're
Same thing.
Ottawa.
And Toronto.
In Toronto, right?
Yeah. Okay, I see that. Yeah. I've known for a long time now that I'm more disposed to being in the cities. So Calgary is my first city proper that I'm
Yeah.
like. And I love Calgary too. It's like just gorgeous here, right?
Yeah, I've been here a couple times now, and I much rather here than Edmonton.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
I
too.
definitely like here more than Edmonton.
Yeah.
Now, like, the only good thing about Edmonton,
Yeah.
and I mean the only good thing,
Yeah.
is the mall.
The mall. Oh,
That is it.
Edmonton Mall, of course.
That's it.
But you haven't experienced the river section.
Yes.
That's also beautiful there too, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, like, other than that,
And in the summer, they've got some amazing things happening, like activity-wise, down
Yeah.
there.
oh yeah,
But like, far north for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just I don't like the roads. I like it here because I'm a sucker, Patrick, for really nice views, like really gorgeous
Well,
views.
then Newfoundland's the spot for you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
But do you have mountains?
We got everything.
Oh yeah.
We got everything. Oh yeah.
Okay, but you don't have the population too, because I also love. I like being
Yeah,
around.
we don't have that.
Yeah.
It's if you want to go on a nice retreat.
Yeah.
Quiet. It's the spot.
Then that would be it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I like
Go up the coast.
Yeah.
In the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got a nice national park up there.
Okay, would you say that all the maritime provinces are similar in taste to each other, or are they distinctly different?
Every single one is different.
How so?
Like, PEI is very farming heavy.
Okay.
And it's like Saskatchewan, very flat,
Gotcha.
very farm heavy.
Yeah.
We're forest everywhere, but then you get there's nothing. It's rock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Nova Scotia is very coastal, like Newfoundland, but then it's also bigger cities in there. And then New Brunswick is more forest.
That's what I don't hear very much about in the midst of all those.
Yeah.
New Brunswick seems to be like the silent partner.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Years ago, I went out to Nova Scotia.
Yeah. How do you find that?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The trees were beautiful. The festivals, like very music centric. You know?
Halifax?
Yeah.
Yeah. Halifax
Oh.
is beautiful.
Oh man. Yeah. We went to actually throughout the province too. Like the band that I was with at the time, but there's more to be discovered there. To be certain.
Oh, Halifax is nice.
Okay, so Prince Edward Island has Anna Green Gables. What do you guys have?
Anna Green. Oh my God. What do we have?
I mean, you said a lot of noteworthy things, but is there something that stands out as a staple of like, here's what we own? I mean,
George Street?
Which one?
George Street?
George Street.
It's the most populated bar street in North America, I believe.
No way.
There's like 104 bars in maybe 3 blocks.
Oh my goodness. That's like, okay.
I think that's correct. I
Okay.
can look that up.
George Street.
It's we have our own little festival, a week-long festival in the summertime.
In that area.
Yep.
How many blocks is this street, or is it just one block?
I think it might be 3 blocks.
3 blocks, you're saying.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
Yeah. So that's concentrated.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Huh. Which of y'all has the fisherman community, the fishing community?
All Newfoundland.
All Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very big. Well, I can't say all of it because some of the inner areas aren't more accessible to the water,
Okay.
but everything on the coast.
Gotcha.
If you're coastal or have access to getting out to the coast,
Yeah.
it's very.
Where's one of that, right?
And red light camera in 300 meters. Speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
It's talking to people like you that I'm like, okay, now I need to go and check this out.
Yes.
Besides your career, what's keeping you there?
Kids, I guess.
Kids. How many?
I have 2
Two.
boys. Yeah.
Aged.
8 and 6.
Oh goodness, young season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like they could go anywhere. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to leave where I am because I don't want to start over again. I guess because I've somehow climbed the ladder at work very quickly
Yeah.
in a very short amount of time,
Yeah.
and I don't want to go back to the bottom somewhere.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha. Okay. If you could transplant yourself, where would you go? If you could have the choice.
If I'm gonna stay in the same industry, it'd have to be somewhere like Toronto, Montreal, here, Edmonton, Vancouver, because I want to do the bigger, more aircraft kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, more aircraft.
Yeah, we're like the air fueling planes. That's what we do.
Don't say. That's
Yeah.
a specific niche, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So
this is that one where in the air you have that little nozzle that goes down to
Enter
connect
Vancouver
to.
in
Yep.
300
Yep.
meters.
I watched those videos.
Speed
With
limit
intrigue.
50
Yeah.
kilometers
That's
per hour.
crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's a very specific niche.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you want to be closer to that setting.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you guys do? Do you actually fly the planes that do that, or do you?
No.
You just make sure that logistically it works.
And they have all the fuel that they need to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
We'll fill them right up.
Yeah.
And then they'll go out and do it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's when you said shell, I was like just thinking you're.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I mean, I even see them having like the electric ports on their in the gas stations now
Yep,
for
yeah.
electric vehicles, right?
Yeah.
So that's even.
No,
a
we're in
branch.
the aviation part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're. So why are you in the Maritimes then, where there's no like heavy air traffic?
It's because we have a bunch of places throughout Canada that Shell operates out of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I would rather, if I was going to go somewhere else, I'd rather go to the city because then there's more, like, bigger aircraft and stuff. Like, we don't get that very often where I am. We're more smaller.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So if I had a chance, that's what I would do.
Are you still with your boy's mom?
No.
No. Okay. So that's part of the dynamic where you want to
Yes.
your kids as well
Yeah.
too.
But again, like,
Yeah.
they're with me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really wouldn't be
That big of a deal.
that big of a deal.
Okay. Gotcha. So that's doable then.
Yes.
And you're just more concerned about like the transplanting for them because you like a stable setting. Because I was gonna say like at 8 and 6, they're still fairly young
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and resilient. I'd probably say too, right?
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I've got 3.
Yeah?
Mine are 13, 11, and 10.
Getting up there.
Yeah. I'm kind of in that mid-season moving
Yeah,
on, right?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. A lot changes though when you have kids, doesn't it?
A lot.
What changed for you significantly? Before you're on your own, doing your own thing, on your own schedule.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah, now you gotta think about them.
Yeah.
You just can't get up and do whatever you want to do. You gotta make sure they're okay.
Do you feel you've put your plans on hold in any way because
No.
of the season? Not at all.
No.
Okay, you're still able to step into it and
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got good help, so
yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
yeah. Yeah.
Very
My
cool.
mom is a miracle worker for that, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Another reason why you want to stay.
Well, she'd be game to go wherever.
Oh, she would be.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She always says we should go somewhere else, you know.
Yeah. Huh. Would you say your mom has been one of the most influential people in your life?
Or my dad, yeah.
And your dad.
Yeah.
Okay. And where's he?
He passed away a couple years ago.
A couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he's been out for a while now. I think,
Yeah.
2016 I think it was.
Okay.
But you got to meet one of them, so that's all. That's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom or your dad passed away 2 years before my mom.
Oh really?
Yeah. Significant losses. it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah. He was an ass, but I mean, God bless him, I guess.
He's your dad.
That's right. That's right. I was a dick back to him too, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Give it back and forth to each other, I guess.
Yes.
It'll just be a couple minutes, not even.
No worries, man. I'm on your schedule, so
I have a big
I'll make some space.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah.
because she's pretty big.
Yeah. No worries, man. Hi. I'm just gonna grab his gear. I'm an Uber driver, grabbing his stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hi. You're here at a good part of the year. It's usually cold, so it's not cold now.
It's not cold, yeah.
It's a good time to be out here.
I don't know, yeah. I don't even know about wearing this. I should be wearing a t-shirt.
Oh, that's probably pretty good for the night here, I'd say. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
This is quite the package.
Yeah. There's a little shopping for ball hockey.
That's awesome. Come on in, man.
It was an unexpected purchase.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it like hockey gear?
Yeah. I'm having trouble with my gear that I have.
Yeah.
So I went to get measured
Yeah.
at a store.
Yeah.
Because I want the right stuff,
Yeah,
obviously.
of course.
And figured it all out.
Yeah.
And ironically, me and Buddy, who did it, had the same problem as me. Because we cheaped out and went and bought junior stuff because we're only playing ball hockey with it. And we didn't want to spend $1,000 on a good set of pads and beat them up.
Uh-huh.
So we had a laugh about that, obviously, because we did the exact same thing.
Yep.
And he said, I was like, yeah, like I want the intermediate ones because
Yeah.
they're $500.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He said, well, I'm going to tell you right now, you buy them,
Yeah.
you're going to have the same problem.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, that's fair. And he's like, well, I have my old gear
Okay.
that I'm selling.
Yeah.
And he had the pads in with him, actually. And
That's cool.
he's going to clean them up.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll sell you them for $200. So I was like, all right,
Oh.
I'll take it. You're going to clean them up now, man. Just give them here.
That's
Same size, everything.
Oh,
Right?
man.
So I was like, give them here.
That's amazing.
Thanks. I don't got to pay full price for them.
That is
They're like still in
awesome.
really good shape.
You were saying new they would have been like 1,000 plus, eh?
Oh my god, like 1,500.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so 200 is a score.
Oh, oh yeah. I mean, a bit dirty on the puck marks, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
care.
Yep.
It's beats spending all that money, man. It's
Nice.
it's a fucking expensive gig to get into.
This is sorry,
Ball hockey.
ball hockey,
Yeah.
not hockey. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can't skate worth shit, so I can't play ice hockey.
But you can run across the pitch or something. Yeah, that's awesome. That's good.
I try, but I can't. So I stick to my feet.
So you're feeling extremely productive.
Yeah. Now I just had to pay. I got to pay for it to get on the plane, but
Oh right, yeah.
whatever.
the extra.
I mean, it's worth it.
Yep.
It's still with the bag. I had to get a bag anyway, so that
Yeah.
worked out.
Yeah.
So
Because that's
the
a new bag there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bag, the pads, and getting on the plane is like $320
Okay.
all together. So I'm
Okay.
like, it's still cheaper.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking, I took my holidays last week,
Yeah.
and I was gonna go do some camping. But if I flew to my destination, it would have been like again paying exorbitantly for the extra luggage and
Yep.
stuff, right? And so I chose to drive. Now gas is expensive, but I figured at least with that option, I can take as much as I want.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about like skimping out. You know, I can just
Exactly.
cover all the bases basically, and so yeah, it's a similar dynamic that you're processing. It sounds like. Yeah.
It's funny that I'm actually bringing this home because the last time I was up here,
Yeah.
my buddy
Yeah.
went and bought a full new set of bowling gear when we were up here, right? So I mean, like, what's the chances the next time I come up, I do like half the same thing?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I need new bowling gear. I was like, well, I know it's this store we could go to.
Yeah.
So okay, talk buddy in, like, give him a good deal on
Yeah.
all everything, right? He's like, I'm gonna buy everything. He's like, okay, yeah. To the airport.
Love it.
And I went to Winners and got some baggage straps so I could small it up a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's actually smart.
Yeah.
Like the dimensions part. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call. Yeah, that's a good move.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of space in that bag still.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, it's for all goalie gear, right?
Right.
I got the goalie one, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause none of it's small, I can tell you that.
I was talking to my brother about this, and he was saying goalie pads, like, it seems to cover so much, but it's actually amazing what you guys are able to accomplish, like, in maneuvering and
It's such
moving
crazy, hey.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
That's a lot that you
Yeah.
have to. And I'm not sure how much it weighs on you, but like,
It's got some weight to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're well padded, but
Oh, yeah.
you'll be able to still move where you need to move and like do that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can take a puck going 135 miles an hour,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So.
yeah. That's significant.
Yeah, or kilometers an hour, sorry.
I was gonna say, but you guys over in Newfoundland aren't close to the U.S. border, are you?
No.
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 To get there, you'd have to.
Cross the boat.
Yeah.
Or fly down
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you cross the boat, you get
to
into.
Nova Scotia.
Right.
Then we have to go to New Brunswick to get down into the States.
Through New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
If we drove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do many do that or no?
Huh?
Do many do that or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. People do it.
And the driving motivation there is cheaper gas or what?
You bring more stuff home,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
You can get all the outlets. Like if you're going to the States,
Yeah.
flying, you're usually gonna fly to a bigger city.
Right.
Kind of say, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you drive down, you get more of the smaller spots in the States, but they have all the outlet stores.
Okay.
So that's what. Yeah, my
Mostly.
mom and her sisters do that though every year.
Okay.
She'll fly up to Ontario to meet them, and then they'll drive down
Cool.
and go like the Maine and stuff like that.
Yeah. I have an interesting question for you.
Yep.
As a dad. So, Dad, you've been a dad now just under a decade.
Yep.
What would you say is the most significant insight or encouragement or like tidbit you want to leave with your kids, with your boys? Say they sat you down and said, "All right, Dad, one shot. What's the most important thing you want to pass on to us?" What would you say?
For them to know that I care greatly about them, even when they may think I don't, that I do, and that I will always love them, no matter what. I mean, it's not really passing anything on, but it's them
An
knowing,
affirmation. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And them just to be good, just good kids. That's all I don't care what you do with your life. I don't care where you go with your life, but just be nice to people and be good to people. That's all I want. That's all I ask of them.
Is your career dad friendly?
Oh, I can bring them.
Oh, you can.
Oh, and they can
That's
come in.
pretty cool.
They can come into work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean it's only small. Like we're a small operation,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they've been in there all the time. Oh yeah, and right next to the plane, sitting in the side by side, like watching everything go on.
Man, the stories their friends must really envy it.
Well, I mean, because both my parents worked at the same airport I am,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So my grandfather did too. Ironically, so I'm third generation,
Wow.
and they want to too when they get older.
That's pretty amazing.
But so I basically grew up
Yeah.
in the airport.
Yeah.
So my dad had me out all the time. Like I was doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to do
Yeah.
when I was like 12 years old. Like the
Okay.
guys had me out
Yeah.
throwing bags, like
Yeah.
child
Yeah.
child labor for free, right?
But still, like.
I was there, so they took
It's
advantage
big.
of me, right? And I was willing to do it,
Yeah, absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So
That's pretty amazing.
yeah, and then I started there when I was it's still in high school as a summer job.
Okay.
And I remember being pissed at my dad because he's the one who set it up. And I was like, man, I want to do this. I want to do work.
Yeah.
Right? But then it was the best job I've ever had, and it'll always be the best job I'm ever gonna have. And then going away doing other things is just not the same,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And even then, when I was a student, like, I knew that I was still going to work at it even down the road. So when I was doing stuff that I'm doing now, when I wasn't supposed to, but the boys there knew that I was interested, and they took time to show me all the stuff, right? So then when I did come back, I already knew how to do most of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
That's pretty amazing. Love it.
yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah. So what about you? What's your thing for your kids?
Great question. So, mine's more personal
Yep.
in the sense that when I first started being a dad, I think my biggest concern was how do I not screw my kids up? How do I not goof up in life so I don't screw them up,
Yep.
basically? So I tried to present like competence and like have everything taken care of, basically. Since then, that was like over a decade ago, like I was telling you earlier, I've had some pretty big fumbles in life.
Yep.
Really significant fumbles. And I think what those have enabled me to do now in a really intentional way is I'm okay with my messiness. I'm okay with like the factor that me in my humanity means I'm gonna make mistakes.
Yep.
But in the midst of it, I'm gonna try to be responsible and walk with integrity and try to figure stuff out.
That's
So
right.
my biggest gift I want to give to my kids now is I want to help them feel okay in being messy, because that's, I think, at the core what
Everyone messes up.
Absolutely. But
We're all
in
human.
a world where we grow up with such dictates where we have to be perfect or
Yep.
present perfection,
Yep.
I'd want to take that away from them and say, hey, it's actually okay when you goof up in life, because in so doing, it's not game over. It's not like, an end of the story. It's more like, okay, how can I learn from this and still move forward with my dignity intact, with my self-worth intact, all those things I
Yep.
think that are really critical and important. So that's like the biggest thing I feel I want to give as a gift to my kids, saying, hey, I'm not going to make a big deal when you mess up, because in fact I was
You
kind of
learn from it.
exactly.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's funny you said that, because we actually learned about that the last 2 days.
Yeah.
In not being scared to, like, if you mess up,
Yeah.
you can tell someone. You're
Absolutely.
not gonna get in trouble. You
Yeah.
may get in trouble,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And because I said that, like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell anyone whatever, because
Sure.
some people are scared to speak out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Buddy asked me, I said, man, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you may not like me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's your choice.
Yep.
That's your decision on you not liking me. You may
Sure.
think I'm an idiot,
Yeah.
but I know what I'm worth.
Yeah. That's
I don't
the
need
key.
you to
Be
tell
annoyed
me
about it.
that,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And he's like, okay, like, I never thought of it like that. Like, I'm a man. Like, I don't, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna burn myself out or stress out because something has to be done right away.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't want to mess something up and hurt someone.
Yep.
It's
Brilliant.
like, oh, so if you didn't do something on time, like, what would happen? I was like, you know what, I might get in trouble, but then someone gets over it,
Yep.
and then I'll finish it tomorrow. And being
That's
okay
great.
with, like, because we had another one. He said in a scenario of, if you got in trouble, if you got, say, a speeding ticket in the truck, right?
Yeah.
Would you go back and tell anyone? I said yes. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
everyone said, like, because it was a lot of, like, oh, I wouldn't tell anyone, or
Right.
I asked to keep it a secret,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I said, man, it's like, I'm the dude, the only guy who said that I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why? Because, like, who cares?
Yeah.
You got to learn from your mistakes.
Absolutely.
It's like, it is what it is. There's no point to get stressed out over.
Patrick, we're almost at the end of our ride here.
Yep.
I want to ask you something, but before I ask it, I would love for you to think carefully before you say yes.
Okay.
If you give a yes answer,
Yeah.
because I do also honor a no. Consent's a big thing. One of the things I love doing in the midst of this, I love this job, if you didn't realize,
Yeah.
but one of the things I love doing is also sharing some of my experience with my followers online. Like really great conversations, meaningful ones.
Yep.
And they really resonate with, like, I don't know, insightful conversations, but also just wonderful connections. And I started doing this just by way of saying, maybe I could help other Uber drivers, have a really good experience, because sometimes I hear that it's not always the best experience or
Yeah.
whatever, right? So the request is, would you feel comfortable with me sharing our conversation online?
Okay.
You You don't care. Okay, I just want to make sure because consent is a huge thing, and again, it's the kind of thing where not everyone is comfortable with being online, or it's a privacy thing too
Yep.
as well, you know. But if you're okay with that, then I'm
It is what it is, man. You use it, you do. You don't, you don't.
okay. Again, I wanted to make sure that you're
Yeah, that's
okay
fine.
with that. Cool, I appreciate that. Just because sometimes, like I mean, even some of the things we're talking about, I like when we contribute something that can help someone else a little further along their way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a very powerful gift to be able to share that way. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my
It's
pleasure.
good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And it's funny too because some of the guys there where it's like I don't feel comfortable talking in front of people,
Sure.
right? I was
Yeah.
like, well, you just gotta do it. Just grab the mic. Like I hate it.
Yeah.
I can't get up. I can't get up in front of
You
a
mean
room.
public speaking.
I can't get up in front of a room and do that. Like there's
Right.
no way I'd be able to do that.
Right.
But then you just do it,
Mm.
right? Like just did it. Like I talked half the time at the chorus, and I don't do that, right? And Buddy's like, oh, I should try that next time. I was like, yeah, man, just wing it. You say something dumb, who cares, right?
Yeah. I find sometimes it's also in the comfort level like that's established, right? Like you probably wouldn't have shared as much as you did if I didn't seem trustworthy or competent.
Fair
to
enough,
be able-
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's-
and sometimes,
that's true.
Sometimes that setting is set where you're like, I don't trust this instructor. He doesn't have the social skills, perhaps, like to make this a safe place for me to
Yeah.
goof up or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or that kind of thing. You were going domestic, but which airline should we go?
Air Canada,
Air Canada. Awesome. Okay.
if you don't mind.
Absolutely. No, that's my intention is make sure you get there. How long of a flight is it across the country?
It's gonna be about let me see, 5 hours to get to Montreal, and then 2.5 to get home, I think,
Okay.
or
Okay.
an hour and a half to get home, one or the other.
So another full shift, basically.
Yeah, so I don't leave till 12:20 tonight.
Oh, seriously, from here?
Yeah,
Oh.
and then I get home 11:30, I think, tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is it's far more expensive to fly across the country.
Oh no, it's actually cheaper for me.
Oh.
Flying in Newfoundland is outrageous. Outrageous. It's $800 to get across the island, and I can get to Toronto and back for that.
But why?
Or less.
Why though?
I have no idea.
It's just
I
brutal.
wonder that myself sometimes.
And it's almost like they're like shooting themselves in the foot because who's gonna like want to come and explore and do
Yeah,
all the
I know.
things, right? Oh, that's painful. Do you like flying?
Love it.
Me too.
I was basically born flying.
So something I'm gonna do by way of a hobby, this one, what I'm working my way towards, is I'm gonna get into paramotoring.
What's that?
So that's where you have a parachute on the
Okay.
ground behind you,
Yeah.
but you have this big backpack that has a huge fan,
Okay, yes.
and it blows
I was just
air.
down in Cuba and they did that. They were like, yeah.
I'm gonna get into that.
That's super cool.
I know. It's
Yeah.
like fantastic. So that's what I'm wanting to get into, and then that gives me like you can fly anywhere, bro. Like anywhere.
Yeah, it's
You can go super high. Like actually, no, you can't fly anywhere. I can't fly in the city. You can't fly around airports, of course.
no,
But
other places. You
yeah,
can.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like just in a big meadow, I'd love to fly. Take a trip out to Banff, for example. Oh, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But I love flying. I love the idea that we can defy gravity.
It's crazy.
Oh man, it's brilliant. Patrick, I really enjoyed our time together.
I enjoyed it too, actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah, me too. Let me just grab
Yep.
stuff here. Maybe grab one of those bags over there, or carts, and then we'll load those up. Do you want a bottle or two of water?
No, I'm good.
You're
Thanks.
good? Okay,
Yeah.
you got a little bit of a wait, right? But go that way? That's a good call there. The nice thing about this guy is you could probably fit this up top here, right?
Yeah, I'll wheel him anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, you have a good evening.
I appreciate it. Hope to see you again.
See you.
Okay.
Like the ball, by the way.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers.